Hello and welcome to another episode of RedCraft. I'm Duckhunterone and this is my idiot's guide. Today, you can probably see in the background, just right there on the right, I have a nice little water temple that I'm going to go and play with. I'm going to be making a guardian grinder. Let's go! Oof. Alright, so we've got a couple of ways of doing this. First things first, I'm going to use the potion of invisibility. This is just so much easier for me to use. You can use lily pads or you can just go and try and fight them. It's entirely up to you. So let me drink that. That will get rid of that. Now I can't see myself. Let's go back into normal mode so I can actually see what's going on. Right, so what we want to be doing is going across to the sea temple. We will get there in a second. Right, so when we're here, what you need to be doing, this needs to be built on the side with the arches. So pick a corner, either far one, that one, it's entirely up to you. So what we need to do is find out where the corner is, which is that one just there. Get a lily pad. Hello, sir. And what we want to be doing is pop that on the surface there. They know I'm here. They know I'm here. Don't like guardians. They're having fun. Okay. So what we want to be doing is we should be right in that corner. Now, if you put 3 just there like that. You bring up your chunk borders, you will notice that you are right on the corner there. And that's great, that's what you want. So what we're going to be doing next, let's just turn them off. Put 1, 2, 3 down. You want to get out some blocks and your scaffolding. And we want a solid block as well. What we're going to be doing, we'll go under here, we'll put down a temporary block. And then a solid block. Now you want to get rid of the temporary block, and what we're going to do is put 1 scaffolding on. One of the best things to do for this bit is put a torch down, just so you can see and no spawning. What you want to do is go out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So what you want to do is go to each of these, extend it by 3, and then just join them up together. Not like that. Don't do it like that because that won't work. So what we do, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Go to these middle bits, and we'll do it like that. And there we go, we should have a square. What you want to be doing now is fill in the rest of the square. Should be able to do it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll fill that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is all filled in. Alright, so what you want to do is get to your center, go to the edge, just put out 3 more platforms. Make sure you put a temporary block on the side there, which you can't do while you're on top of them, apparently. So put that there, get out your normal blocks. Nice solid block, place that there like that. Get rid of your temporary block there. Put another scaffolding, and now we're going to do exactly the same as we did there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And make sure you can actually place scaffolding. It helps if you've actually got some in your hand. And this, guys, is why I'm an idiot. See, you can't do it like that. Make sure you don't drop any in the water, because you'll have to go and collect them later, which is what I will do. See, just like that. Best thing to do is come to the middle one and do it like that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just make sure they're all filled in. And you should have a nice little bit here. Make sure you put your torch down. So once you're done with that, you should end up with a platform that is 14 long and 7 deep. Okay, for the next part, what we need... Hello, sir. What are you doing? Thank you. So, right, what we need to be doing now is building 2 portals on either side of the long sides. So, I've actually figured out that we have actually got chests that we can use now on boats. So what I'm going to do is grab some blocks and such. What we're going to do is start building our portals. So you want to build one on that side, one on this side. So you want it 1, 2, 3, like so, and that height. So I will be back in a second when I have completed this. Right, so the next part is we need to be building a 2 high wall all the way around. Just like so. Get out of the way, boat. So the next part we're going to do is actually our AFK platform, because we don't want to light this up yet, otherwise we're just going to get cremated. So what we need to do, we're still invisible, which is good. We'll go jump in our boat, and what you want to do is put up the press F3G to get up the borders. And what you want to do is not break them, but what you want to do is go directly out diagonal by 1, 2 chunks, and when you get to that corner right there, is get out your lily pads. Let's place a lily pad right in the corner there, or right in the corner there, should I say. And what we'll do is we'll place another one there. Want you to place a solid block underneath it, which will break the lily pad. What you need to do is place 97 scaffolding. So what we're going to do is just put them down all the way up to wherever that is taking us. Get the next stack. Okay, so now we go all the way up. Get rid of them bounding boxes. Okay, so when you're up the top here, press F3, and if you have a look at what you stand on, it should be 160. As you can see, that is dead on 160. For a change, I actually got this right. So what we actually need to do now is just build an area where we can AFK. I am doing this slightly different to the video because I don't want the XP from this. I don't need it, so I will not be using it. If you want to do it like that, you can do. You can follow along with ENXO's video, which I will link in the description. Oh, one more. There we go. Place a torch in the middle, obviously. Make sure that if you are going to AFK up here, make sure you've got solid blocks above your head. Alright, so there we go. That'll be our AFK platform. That should technically load in that and it'll set it off. So what we would need to do now is go back down. Plenty of water, so it shouldn't hurt us. Technically. We shall go back over to the farm. We're already playing in there, which is good to see. What we're going to do now, we don't want the boat there because otherwise it'll sucked into the portal or something stupid. Right, so we need to light our portal. We're just going to light one for now. And we'll see where that portal takes us. Okay, so it's just... we're in a cave. Not even in a cave. Okay. Right, so what you want to do is take note of what your position is. And it is minus... what we're looking at. Minus 273. I'm just going to put that in chat. So I can see exactly where we are. Three, 5, 1. Okay, that's in chat for me. So what we want to do now is break this. Like so, because we don't need this portal anymore. What we actually need to do is go right up to the nether roof. Now, I've already got an access up there, but if you would like to see how it's done, check out Darkside. He's actually shown how to do this, I believe. So this portal is no longer used. We will be back in a minute when we're actually on the top. Okay, so we're up here, and what we need to do is find exactly where we need to be, and that's minus 273351. So 273 would be around here. 351, which is here. This will be exactly above your portal. What I'm actually going to do is build up a little bit, because I'm expecting a lot of drops to come through. So I didn't bring no more scaffolding, but that should technically be enough, he says. But what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to build it up a little bit higher. Okay, so that will give me enough room to put in enough storage down below. What we want to be doing now is build up a portal. Just a normal portal will do it. Like so. What we need to do is just build it in an area that so we don't get crushed. There we go. We'll like that, and hopefully this should take us back to our platform. All going well. And there we go. That is perfect. So if we light up that side as well, you'll see that will take us back up there again. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, so I've just gone and got some more items. So what we need to be doing is building out this. This will be our killing chamber, hopefully. We need it approximately 2 blocks out. You can make it bigger or smaller, all depends on you. So next point is to try not to kill ourselves. What we would do is get our blocks out, just to give us somewhere to go. What we need to do is do that like so. Okay, and we need to do this on both sides. What we need to do is get rid of them. This will hurt. I fall down there. So we'll do that. Do exactly the same on this side. So we go 2 out like so. We'll do that. 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. So that should technically be enough for us to have them all fall down. So what we actually need to do is build out down there. Let's see if we can get a block going. Right, so next part is our collection area. Need to be a little bit further down. So we will go about there. So what we need to do is have some hoppers all facing outwards. So this will be the interesting part. These are all going to come down and die. But what we need to do is need to build our chest first, I think. So bearing in mind these are all going to come out and just drop down here and die. We're underneath that block, so that's fine. What we'll do is grab some chests we happen to have. Right, so let's get rid of that block. What we need is enough chests to cover every single area. So we'll go like that. And we'll go like so. That should be enough for that side. Now we need to use it on both sides because there's going to be a lot of items flowing out. So make sure you're able to do that. Do that. Okay, so that's that side taken care of. What we need to do is do the same. We'll just keep going across. Like so. Okay, so there should be 5 double chests on each side. Four and 5. Okay, just like that. Next part is we need to be putting our hoppers down. So we can get rid of these blocks now because we don't actually need them. Not yet anyway. And just put our hoppers in there. Do the same thing on the other side. Like so. Nice and easy. So the next part is we need some soul campfires. These always come in handy for something or another. So what we'll do is we will just build them on there like so. Get rid of the rest of our blocks. And get our glass out. If you can see what you're doing. Like so. Hopefully this should be enough to contain any guardians that are dying. Like so. You can go around and put more glass blocks above there if you really want to. Right, so what I need to do is get back into the chamber. Just remember that any blocks you leave lying around is a spawning platform. And we don't want any of them. So we'll just get rid of them. Good thing I've got lots of iron blocks. What we're going to do now is just build a little pathway for us to stand on. Fill that bit in. And the farm is near enough complete. believe it or not. Get rid of that last one. We'll go back through the portal. Okay, make sure you get rid of all your lily pads. Make sure you take out the torches. Watch you don't take out the scaffolding. It doesn't like that. Right. Make sure you have got torches up on the walls, because we don't want nothing spawning up here. Make sure you've got something up there. Like so. There we go. And nothing will spawn up there, hopefully. So what we need to be doing next is actually going back down into the water. Make sure you've either got yourself some potion of water breathing or something along them lines, because you may need this. Right, so what we're going to do now is, this is the part we need our soul sand. So empty out whatever you don't need, because you may lose it if you end up dying. Also, a magma block will come in handy, believe me. Let's just sort out that. Right, so what we need to do now is go down to the farm here. Let's get rid of all these that we put down here. So we don't want any of these because they're going to affect spawn rates. Right, so what we need to do now is completely cover this area. What I'm going to do first is stand on here. Make sure you crouch when you're doing this, and it will give you your oxygen back. That's always a good part. What I'm going to do is just place this off to the side here for now, so I know where it is. Get out all our soul sand. And we are going to start placing it on here. As you'll see, the bubbles are actually starting to push them up. Be very careful with this, because this can actually lag out servers, because the amount of bubbles that are actually coming up. So what we need to actually do is figure out exactly where the edge is. Not like so. Because I'm actually invisible, I can't wear armor or I will be seen. So what I'll do... That was very close. Very close indeed. Half a heart. Let's get our food out. So try to make sure you don't get pushed up by the bubbles. Otherwise, like so. Okay, so that is it, I believe. We've got our bubbles coming up here, which should push all the guardians up into here, and they'll bounce around and go through the portals. Technically. Right, so technically, if you wanted it to make it bigger, you can build this again on the other side of this portal so it goes out that way. I don't think you'll need it. It all depends what you want to do. Ooh, pretty. So what we need to do now is go up to our AFK platform. Okay, so we're up here now. Now, if you really did want to have a look around and see what's going on with your farm, you just take away the edges there. And you should be able to see the farm down there. At the moment, I can't see anything going on because my render distance won't pick them up. But what I can do is I will go AFK and we will see if this actually works or not. And hopefully the replay mod will show it. So I'll be back in about an hour maybe.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
As you can see from that quick snippet, something seriously went wrong. We've spent the last day trying to figure this out and we could not figure out where we've gone wrong. What's gone wrong, whether it's server settings, Minecraft or whatnot, but it was really disappointing. So we came up with a different idea. Now, the portal, which is around here somewhere, it's up there. I have taken everything away from around it and I am going to rebuild the killing chamber. Unfortunately, this one is not what is in the videos. I do not know what went wrong at all. But if anyone can come up with a solution, let me know and I may just include it in one of the videos. Right, so we've built up a little scaffolding ladder. We are going to build a platform around here, hopefully. So what we're going to do is just build out a platform. 4, 5. Go for 6 that way. Make sure we are near enough underneath, which we should be now. So that's 7, and then we'll do another 7 out this side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What we want to try and do is make it as square as possible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go out this side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, I am going to come back to you when I've done this bit. Let's just get this filled in and yeah. So, what we're going to do is do this more or less like we did with the Foglight farm, except this time it's going to be slightly different, I think. The problem with this farm is there's going to be too many drops for just one minecart to take, or even a few minecarts. So, what we want to try and do is make as many as possible. So, I'm going to do that there. And what we're going to do is alternate them. So you'll have one collection here, one collection up there.
One eternity later.
Right, so technically that is kind of how we're going to do it. But what we need to do here is we'll put one of them at the end of each bit. So the rail will go back. And then at the other side, just going to put on the opposite blocks. Go up and power everything up by the looks of it. Need to get into the middle. Have levers. The next part will be the unloader. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up from here to make it a little bit easier for me. I'm going to put a chest there. I'm going to get a hopper. Put the hopper inside the chest. Like so. That's a great start. Right, so what I need to do is I need a block that's just below the hopper. So we'll go from there. We'll get our comparators out. Put that there. We will put a block there. We'll get our redstone torch, I think it is. Redstone torch out, yes. That'll go there. Then, if I remember rightly, there should be a block there. A block there. And we need Peter to go there. And then all we need to do is get our powered rail. Pop that there. And that should be ready to go. All we need to do is sort out some chests. Which is going to be slightly different to that one. Put that in the wrong way. So we'll put that there like so. And then they will stack down to the bottom there. So what I'm going to do, I am going to quickly get all this done as quickly as possible. And I will come back to you when it's done. So, right, the next part we need to do is we need some of these lovely soul campfires. I love these things. So the area we are doing it from is going to be from here. So just go along, fill in all this. If it's going to cause you issues with all the smoke, you can turn that off in your settings. You can turn down the sound if it annoys you or anything like that. Yeah, I've got no problem with it. Now just remember, this version will not work on most multiplayer servers. So don't like you sending mass amounts of mobs through portals, because it could end up actually crashing the server. But probably one of the easiest ways to do it, if you're going to do it on a server, is to have a killing chamber in the overworld. They're pretty easy to build. I actually built one on StreamCraft Season 1, I think it was. Absolutely brilliant. That's a lot of smoke. Right, so the next part we need to do is build up the containment area. Right, so what you need to be doing is build an area all the way around it, and we want to be going up just above the portal, which is up there. You can see the carpet on top, that's about the height we need to be going. But this may take a while to actually do. So the next part we need to do is go back down here, out, and we need to put minecarts down. So what we're going to do is, hopefully they should now work. Okay, so that's all done. because the issues with the portals, and they seem to be spawning the mobs out depending on what size the portal is on this side, we're actually going to come over here and take an invisibility potion to start with. So what we're going to do is come over here, we're going to break the portals. Let's meet. What we're doing here is making the portal smaller, so it goes through to the portal on the other side. It doesn't spawn them out so much. It's difficult for me to understand. So hopefully we light all these up and we go through them. Hopefully that should now sort that. And if we go over to our AFK platform, we should be able to do this properly. Alright, we're at our AFK spot. So, without further ado, I'll show you the time lapse of the next hour. Okay, and welcome back from that little time lapse. As you can see, I've actually stacked up the chests. So I've got everything down here so we can see exactly what we've got. Now, I'm absolutely amazed about how much this farm actually got. As you can see, every single one of these is full to the brim. Apart from that one. So say, what, 11.5 double chests full of items from 1 hour. That's 1 hour. That's absolutely incredible. I'll only have to run it for a couple hours and I wouldn't have to use it again. This is amazing. So that's another episode done for the week. Sorry it's taken a bit longer for this one to come out, but I'm trying to get my head around timing issues with work and whatnot. So hopefully we can have one out on time again next week, but we'll wait and see. For all information, make sure you jump it into my Discord. I announce everything there and give updates on what's going on with the videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, and maybe if you really want to become a member of the channel, I will be adding new things pretty soon to the memberships. Hopefully, all going well. But until then, I hope you have a nice weekend. Goodbye. Oh, seriously? Dude! No!